I'm George Boston Ryan with the Get To Free Press. I'm standing in front of the Valdosta-Lowndes County Chamber of Commerce. I stand here because on May 23rd, 2013, I was placed under a criminal trespass by the Lowndes County Sheriff Department, Sheriff Prine, without justification or notification, and I violated no law. And so I stand here 2 years and 5 months later to let the people and the taxpayers here in Valdosta-Lowndes County, the state of Georgia, and the United States of America to understand that what happened to me could happen to any active duty, disabled, retired military veteran, or visitor coming to Valdosta and Lowndes County. This includes Airmen and Moody Air Force Base, students at Valdosta State University, Wiregrass Technical College, Kendrick Golf Course participants, Francis Lake Golf Course, Wild Adventures Theme Park, and people that just coming to visit Town, USA, or the Vikings football game. And so this could have a direct impact on people who may want to visit this beautiful city of Valdosta, where many active duty personnel are assigned, some for 20 or 30 years. They will be assigned here. But they could be pulled over by the Lowndes County Sheriff's Department and won't nothing be done about it, although they violated no law. You, the people at Moody Air Force Base, squadron commanders, wing commanders, your airmen could be right here, riding in their privately owned vehicle and stopped and told that they are under a criminal trespass. And look, when they go to the local newspaper, the Valdosta Daily Times, they won't report nothing about the incident. They can go to the local television stations here in South Georgia, and they will not even publish it to the general public. While they could go to CID, the Criminal Investigative Department at the Sheriff Department, and they won't do nothing. You can even go to the sheriff himself, and nothing will happen. You can go to the Lowndes County Attorney Jim Elliott, and I guess the bar of the state of Georgia apparently thinks it's okay to deny a retired military veteran, an upright citizen who was honorably discharged with many awards and decorations and commendation medals, that it serves no purpose. It means nothing. And so the Georgia Bar Association must approve of Attorney Elliott not removing me in writing from an illegal, unjustified ban of my freedom of movement. Haven't finished yet. You can go to the probate judge office. They can run your name. You can go to the Superior Court judge, District Attorney David Miller's office. Nothing will happen. While you can even go over here to the post office right here. In the federal courts, nobody in the Southern judiciary will see a need, let me repeat, they will not see a need to remove you from actions that was done or restriction placed upon you, maybe because you reported or that you may have reported something about the death of a student that was found dead at the Lowndes County High School on January 11, 2013. wait a minute, I haven't finished yet. If you are a commander, that means squadron or wing commander, you could be riding and the sheriff department could pull you over and charge you or restrict you under a criminal trespass in the state of Georgia. And then you acknowledge to them that you haven't violated any law. So you go to the school, Lowndes County High School, Superintendent West Taylor, and he will tell you, I didn't do it. Yet you can have a recording, several recordings in fact, that the sheriff department say that the superintendent, West Taylor, placed you wing commanders, you squadron commanders, you doctors, and you lawyers here in Valdosta. They can say that they put you under it. Then when you go out there or have someone to go to West Taylor, they'll tell you, I didn't do it. I did not do it. Yet wing commander at Moody Air Force Base, you can have the tape and you can play it to the Department of Justice in Atlanta. You can take that tape to the Justice Department and let them listen to the words where they place you under that illegal, unjustified criminal trespass in the state of Georgia and in the United States of America, and nothing will be done. Lieutenant, Captain, Major, Lieutenant Colonel, full bird Colonel, 1-star, 2-star, 3-star, 4-star General, 4-star General at Moody Air Force Base. They can stop you, place you too, because if they did it to me, then they can do it to you. And they can do it to your children and grandchildren attending Valdosta State University. Look, at least the federal government in Atlanta, Department of Justice said, well, we will send this over to the Georgia Attorney General because West Taylor made the statement to Reverend John Roberts, a member of Antioch Baptist Church, that the sheriff is working something on me. Or they can say the sheriff is working on something on a wing commander, or a airman from Moody, or a visitor just visiting through here to maybe start up a business, or a director overlooking some of the businesses that they already have here in Valdosta, and they want to work through the Chamber of Commerce. But when they find out that you can be stopped and charged for violations that are not violated, or laws that were not violated, there's nothing you can do. But at least a contact at the Justice Department in Atlanta said, because he said he was working something on you, because they found something in your background which does not exist, after all these governmental agencies ran my driver's license, and there's nothing on me. I was the best in the military. All my performance reports were outstanding except one. And the one is a story that I'll talk about later. And so I am an upright person and citizen. But if they did this to me, mothers, pastors, by the way, pastors, you too, bishops, this could happen to you. And they can restrict you from going to any Lowndes County football game for 2 years and 5 months. They will restrict you from going to something that all citizens should be privy to, which is a monthly school board of education meeting. I cannot even attend a school board of education meeting on property belonging to Lowndes County High School. And nobody in the United States of America will even remove me or call me in and do an interview on why, following the death of Kendrick Johnson, that they would do this to me. Now, even more sickening is that we proclaim to the world that we are a free and democratic society, and that Valdosta-Lowndes County and the state of Georgia is a place that follows some level of the law. So in conclusion, I stand before you this day, October the 17th, because I want you all to understand something. We came to these shores in North America. We of a darker hue in the year 1555 aboard a slave ship called Jesus. And we are fully aware that for hundreds of years, we were not able to learn how to read, write, maintain a family structure, or to keep our daughters from producing babies by a man that would alter that baby's makeup so that baby would not look like his daddy or his grandfather. And we had no law in place that would protect the black man, the black woman, and their children. Now, don't blame me for that. Just check the historic archival record, and it will let you see that for hundreds of years, the black man, the black woman, and their children have been under such restriction. My grandmother told me about these days when I was a boy. And I know some of you all see me as a boy now, and you're welcome to do that. And on February the 6th, in Gordon, Georgia, I was called a nigger by a group of whites in the parking lot of Morris Bank because I helped the black woman when they're being persecuted because of their blackness, of skin and kin. But I want you to know that all these names that you call me is that my grandmother prepared us, me and my brother in particular, for these days when we was little children. They told us to get ready to suffer that from the white European white man. And all through the military. Oh, this is nothing new for me. This is why I'm so good at it. And this is why others are so good at it. And my children and grandchildren will be better at this than I am, because the younger generations does not have the fear that we were taught to have, because it's a new day now. We understand the scriptures of Jesus a whole lot better now. We understand the teachings of the Torah much better now. We understand the teachings of the Gita among the Indians much better now. We studied the Holy Quran now, and we understand it much better now. We understand the teachings of Elijah Muhammad now, Louis Farrakhan, Malcolm X, and others now, because we are living at the age of Aquarius. And the age of Aquarius is the breaking of the water. And so now, as the mother's water break to bring forth the little child, the child and the children are not filled with fear anymore. The black man, woman, and their children are willing to die now than live. If they cannot have equality and justice and freedom of movement, then they are willing to die. And regardless of what you all may say about our young black boys wearing their pants down, you really can't blame them. You really can't blame them. You really cannot blame them. For they don't know who they are. They don't know the greatness of their lineage. They don't know themselves. And when you don't know yourself, you will seek to destroy yourself because you don't know yourself. And so I stand in front of the Chamber of Commerce. I have stood everywhere, but I decided the Chamber of Commerce because as long as Valdosta can lead the state of Georgia in jail deaths, 31 from 1994 to 2009, and from 2009 to 2015, no one knows just how deep the mole hole goes, because won't nobody, let alone publish it, they won't even talk about it. And I love this country. When I served this country, I took great pride in knowing that this country had me to pledge allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Now, if America mean what she says, how could it be that I, an upright citizen for all of my life, be under a criminal trespass by the state of Georgia, and the state of Georgia seem to be a reflection of the state of the 1857 Supreme Court ruling, which said with the Dred Scott decision that no black man had any rights that a white man had to respect. And so is this why they disrespecting me? Because they want to show the power of the 1857 charter, that, Supreme Court ruling, to show that the Jim Crow laws are still being exhibited maybe from City Hall. You know, in 2004, I requested that the Valdosta take down that 1860 charter that was displayed on the second floor leading into Judge Edwards' office, municipal courtroom, because it was no longer reflective, I thought, of the new caliber of Americans and Georgians in this community. May I close by quoting that charter that I eventually had removed. It was reluctantly removed. Former Mayor John Freddy didn't see nothing wrong with it. But let me quote to you what that charter said, if I may, while I focus on the sign of the Chamber of Commerce, so everybody that's coming to Valdosta, Lowndes County in the state of Georgia, who want to do business here and understand that I am under a 2-year, 5-month criminal trespass for not violating the law. That 1860 charter said, and I quote, that the mayor and council shall pass all proper and necessary laws and ordinances for the control of slaves and free persons of color, and to control, suppress, and abate all nuisances arriving from hogs, dogs, horses, and other livestock straying at large in Valdosta. And it seems as if though nothing has changed. And I want you all to understand that the mother and father of Kendrick Johnson tell me this morning, the father told me they're just beginning to fight. And what you read in the newspaper, it may not be what you think, because they say they're not going to stop until justice is received. And I'm not going to stop until they remove me from this criminal trespass. And one day, they don't remove in my lifetime, my children, my grandchildren, great-grandchildren will continue this road and let the world know here in Valdosta, Lowndes County, state of Georgia, United States. My case of this criminal trespass has reached the world over. I get hits from Canada, Germany, and other places around the world. is the land of the free and the home of the brave. Well, America is proving to the world what she's all about. And God and the God of our ancestors said, "For I have no respect of persons. For what I say unto one, I say unto all." And Galatians 6 and 7 says, "For God is not mocked, for whatsoever a man soweth, that shall he also reap." My brothers and sisters, I say to you, today it happened to this black man, but tomorrow it will be happening to every man, woman, and child in the land. Then what will you see? With all your children attending some government or school agency here, they can be stopped, and you can't say nothing. You can't say nothing, because this is what we have allowed. I have gone to the Valdosta Daily Times. I have gone to Channel 6. I have gone to Channel 10. I have gone to Channel 27. And I told them about this denial, illegal denial of my constitutional rights. If blacks have any rights, maybe we don't have any rights, but if we have any rights, and the newspapers, none of these news media outlets would even publish this to the general public. They would not even republish it. Isn't that something? So when we say freedom of the press and freedom of speech, we had better take another look, because just maybe, we have been lied to. Jesus said, "And ye shall know the truth, and that the truth shall set and make you free." Therefore, in conclusion, these are my last words. If the truth will set you free, and you all know, both black and white and other Americans, you know you're not free. And so, if you're not free, then just maybe this nation have lied to you in the name of truth. Bye-bye. We go. And now, I will get down to the brass tacks of everything. I am under a 2-year, 5-month criminal trespass by the Lowndes County Sheriff's Department here in the state of Georgia and in the United States of America, in God's world. We as a people must understand that regardless of how far you go back into history, you will find that the black man have always been respected. We must understand that the Willie Lynch laws have really put a twist on our mindset to make us become the least of all human beings. Our ancestors built the pyramids in Egypt, although this history were hidden from many people on this planet. Yes, Martin Luther King came among us, and we even have local leaders among us. But too often we look to others of a European nature and descent to be our leaders, and we gladly accept them. But it is indeed a new day, for we now are able to read, write, and if necessary, smoke our daddy's pipe. For years and years, our mothers, our fathers, and grandparents told us about hate groups, and yet we understand that. But we still choose to hate ourselves. We have become the sheep for all the wolves to eat economically, spiritually, and on all other planes. But it is indeed time now for us to focus on our ancient history as the Hebrew Israelites, as well as the Ethiopians, who can trace their lineage back far beyond what they call the lineage of Queen Elizabeth. Yet in our struggle for equality and justice and respect, we don't have to focus too much on what they have hidden from us, because in the end, we know that truth, right, and justice will win in the end. And we rejoice in that. And we also rejoice that it's not in what we see as far as a physical body, but it's all about the brain. We can see a body, but do we see the intellectual brain?